Hi Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching Books I'm Not Reading. I started this video with a few of our Halloween decorations. The cards and the little tiny ghosts and little tiny pumpkins were all made by my mother. Those little ghosts and pumpkins, those were the Halloween decorations that I grew up with. And Jason saw them and loved them, and so my mom gave them to us. The orange jack-o'-lantern, my grandmother actually made, God only knows how long ago. So they're all very special to me, and like I said, I just wanted to share them with you. The other Halloween decoration in progress still is the Halloween garland, but I did want to give you an update and show you where it's at so far. So I'm pretty close. Which is good because the fabric is starting to run out. It's just so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like when it's all done, but at the moment I think it's really fun and I'm really excited about it, and I'm so happy that I get to share it with all of you. I didn't make a Friday Reads video yesterday because I did finish this week The Mystery of Edwin Drood by Charles Dickens. This is one of my Victober reads. I read this with Joe Smith and we did finish it this week, but I'm going to make a separate video about it. And then of course I am still reading My Father's Tears by John Updike, collection of short stories. And there's a part of me that wants to do a video about this, so we'll see. I have 100 pages left in it, so for this weekend the goal is to finish this book and to finish the garland. Because the rest of October I have no idea what it will be like. So I want to get those done, and I want to move on to my other Victober reading. I was thinking about how difficult this period would be if I lived alone, or if somebody in my family lived alone and I wasn't able to see them or help them. And in the process of all of that, I found a video by a relatively new booktuber. Her name is Summer, and her channel is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats, which I think that's a great channel name if you're watching, Summer. So I'll link to her channel down below. I don't remember what video of hers, I apologize, that I was watching, but she was talking about not being able to participate in a lot of things because she does not have a smartphone. She makes all of her videos with her laptop. And so I don't think she has the capacity to download apps. Like, she still has a flip cell phone. And I still think that she could participate in things, and I think she probably will participate in things like Victober and Nonfiction November. But you know, it's great when you can do a buddy read in the midst of those. And she didn't really feel like she had the ability to do that. And I think there's some ways to get around that. But I do think, like, Voxer, if I had to vote for an app that has changed my life, I would say it's Voxer. Because without Voxer right now, the only people I would talk to, I mean really, literally the only people I am talking to, aside from people on Voxer, is Jason, my husband, my boss, a coworker, and I call my parents probably every other day to check in on them and see how they're doing. And that's it. So it's like 5 people. But because of Voxer, I am able to talk to people all over the world and get to know them in a way that I think YouTube is just not conducive for. It doesn't allow for us to share some more maybe personal things. Karen, maybe be vulnerable with with others about things that are going on. And so I'm just so grateful to my Voxer friends, and you know, it kind of comes and goes in waves of who I'm talking to and that sort of thing, but it's really, really changed my life. And so in the last week and a half or so, I had one of my Voxer friends, and I'm not going to say who it is, but they really wanted to share with me the books of their country, which is Italy. And I didn't quite know what to say, but suddenly all of these packages were arriving. So one of them is Dante's Divine Comedy. And again, I mean, I've read The Inferno. I read The Inferno my freshman year of college. And many people on Booktube had not been born yet when that was taking place. And I only read The Inferno. I always thought I would go back to The Inferno and read it again because I did really like it, but I've never read the other two. So that, I think, will be an interesting reading experience. The next one, talk about a gigantic book, is Boccaccio's The Decameron, which I did read in college, but I'm pretty sure, based on the size of this Penguin Classic, that I maybe read an abridged version of it, especially since it was, again, for a freshman class. And this, you know, of course, seems quite fitting right now as it relates to 10 Florentines taking refuge from the plague out in the countryside, so telling each other stories. So I don't know when I'm going to get to this again, but I mean, you know, there's always March of the Mammoths. It's always good to have it, and also I will just add, like, Jason was so excited about all of these books as well. And the next one is Umberto Eco's The Name of the Rose. And I've never read anything by Umberto Eco, so Jason and I do own a few of his books, but I'm definitely planning on reading this next year, so I'm excited about that. And this takes place in 1327, and a monk goes to a wealthy Italian abbey, and while he's there, there's 7 bizarre deaths, and he kind of turns into a detective to try to figure out what's going on. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just really something that is very different from what I traditionally grab, and I love that. I really, really love that. So, really excited about that. And this week, another package arrived, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So generous, so generous. So this is, and I don't know how to say his name, Carlo Collodi? I'm not sure. I feel bad about that, but so this is the original Pinocchio, which I think is so cool. And yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of movies, a bunch of film adaptations of Pinocchio that are coming out, or maybe, who knows what will happen with them, but yeah, I just think that this is cool, and again, it's not the kind of thing that I would have normally picked up, but I own it, and I'm excited to read it, so I just really want to thank that person. They did not need to do that. I am very, very grateful and excited. They also sent me another book for more related to Victober, which is a biography of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, which again, I just I'm looking at like the stack of books I have over here that I would like to read before the end of the year, and so I'm just not going to be able to squeeze it in this year, but next year that might be really fun. Maybe read it in the second half of Victober, and if I don't finish it in October, I can squeeze it into nonfiction November. So I just want to say thank you so much to that person. It was just incredible, and you don't have to do that. So, but thank you so much. And as I said, I was really excited, and Jason was, of course, thrilled to be getting any books in the mail, because this has been our year of not buying books and of rarely checking anything. I think I've checked maybe 2 books out from the library the entire year. So I've really focused on the goal was to focus on reading what we already own. Jason has been quite as successful at that. Mainly, well, most of it has to do with COVID, and just being really distracted. But also, I mean, he read Hilary Mantel's Wolf Hall series, which those books are all huge. And so that takes a lot of time. And I have, yes, gone for maybe some smaller editions of things. But anyway, so this is kind of a weird, I don't want to steal Brian's hodgepodge, but this is kind of what's going on my weekend, and I wanted to just share just kind of a few different things with you. So I'd love to hear how you're doing, what you're reading this weekend, if you have any goals, and yeah, tell me how you are. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon, Booktube. Bye.